Hello, this is Bibi for discussion number 7. So, overview number 1 is if media effects are considered persuasive processes, where should we set boundaries between influence and persuasion? Additionally, are we exaggerating media's power or have we downplay how much media really influences? So, so it doesn't really clear, the line between influence and a persuasion. So the media not directly tell people what to believe or what to think, but it still shapes our perceptions, uh, what we are paying attention to. So how we judge uh, things or issues and how we understand them. So this means that influence and persuasions are closely related. Well, for example, if the news keeps focusing on crime, people would start thinking that the crime is the most important issue or the problem in the society. So, and then people would start judging politicians based on how they handle or how they are tough on the crime. And, you know, and if this is the reason why, what makes people uh, make a make them to do these things, people would start thinking that they would start supporting a strict like laws, like a strict crime laws. So the media actually is not directly telling the audience like, "Hey, this is what you should think. This is what you should you think about this." But instead, they're doing this way, like not explicitly directly or directly telling to the audience, but they're showing these uh, things to influence their audience. So it's indirectly, actually. So that makes, influence people's opinions or perceptions. So this shows that the media influence is subtle, uh, it's blurry, and it goes over time. So we might think that they're not powerful to us. We might underestimate them, but they're actually really powerful because it really affects our perception, not in a direct way, or they're not actually telling us explicitly, but indirectly through those what they actually how they shape or frame the message. So, overview number 2 is think about the recent encounter that you have had persuasive media like Instagram, TikTok, political news. Which of the five communication input source, message, channel, recipient, or context made the message most effective for your personally? Well, it's a combination of a message and a channel. I saw this uh lady on Instagram. Who is a dumpster diver, and her videos were very interesting because she shows unusual things. You know what she finds in the garbage dumpster. Even though I was not persuaded to, it doesn't change my attitudes, or make me buy or do the things that she's doing, but instead, the message for me was still effective because it was entertaining and, interesting, which made me keep watching. So the Instagram channel is make what made it effective, because those short videos, make the content like easy to discover and make it like engaging to the viewer. So yes, persuasion doesn't always, mean that it can change your action or do things. But sometimes it's just simply capture your attention successfully, and that one shapes your interests. Number three, the article describes how media influence what we think, how we think, and how we assess people, situations, environments. And these three models, which one do you believe is most powerful? So for me, all these three, I mean, all of them are, I think, powerful. But today, for me, it would be agenda setting. Uh, is the most powerful because media is just very strong influence to people. They're really good of showing those issue, what, how to make those issues look like the most important issue in the society. So, for example, in the news, social media repeatedly focusing on the crime stories, people may start to like believe that the crime is the most or is the biggest problem in the society, even though the crime rate is not increasingly high. Uh, the agenda settings media is, in this way, they're not really telling us what to think, but you know, but it's actually like, here's here's this is what you think about, this is like what we're showing you is what you have to think about, but in a subtle way, indirectly. So it's indirectly, so it doesn't, not explicitly but indirectly, so we don't notice that how much powerful media is that affect our persuasion, our thinking. So uh, so this is really this strong, the most powerful in today's for me, because they can just they can just post those trending topics, constant news updates every now and then for the certain issue. They just keep pushing that certain issue like the crime. So like they can just put those on the people's feeds, social media like Facebook or Instagram frequently. So as a result, so people would, you know, focus their attention because they see them, they hear them all the time. All right, thank you.